What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and right now Madden is about to get even more expensive than it is right now. They're going to be dropping the new Team Builder Champions, and some of you have not taken advantage of the earlier versions of the Team Builders and the Champions. You're unfamiliar with what's going on, so we're going to go ahead and talk about it, and hopefully you'll be able to understand exactly what EA is trying to do, and you'll be able to escape the wrath of what EA is trying to do inside your wallet. So here we go. First, I'm going to go over to the catalog, right? And I'm going to explain to you guys what happens and the type of players that you get and how you can utilize them on your theme team, because there's a lot of misconceptions about what actually happens with the team builders and how they work for your squad, right? So when you look at the champions, right, the champions are going to get all 32 team chems. All right, so when you look at the champions, whatever, I think it's Christian McCaffrey and Christian Gonzalez that's going to be dropping today. Those guys are the champions. So you have to put in a certain amount of players into a set, which is what I'm going to show you in a second, to complete the champions. The other players, right, the lower level overalls that are in the same release, they get divisions. All right, so whatever division they're in, they get those chemistries. So I don't want you guys to be confused with that, especially some of my newer players. Like, yo, gee, why do some of them get 32 team chems and some of them don't? It's because they cost more and they're the champions. That's a simple answer for it. And I appreciate you guys asking. Like I said, like the video, share, subscribe if you're enjoying the content, because that's what you're supposed to do. You got to know how to build your stuff up, and relax and not have to really go and ask anyone else. And that's how I try to gear my videos, to make sure you thoroughly understand what's going on, right? So you see the champions that are 90 and they're 2 overall above the divisional, team builders, right? That only get the division chems, okay? So this right here, I'm just showing you so you understand. When it says champion, when we go to the set, those players that are going to be released, the Christian McCaffrey, Christian Gonzalez, those champions will get all 32 team chems. The other players will get the divisional chems. So you can expect them to be about 3-4 million, even 5 million coins at launch. I'm going to give you guys some tips on how to get that done as well. All right. So now look, this guy right here, Trey Smith, because he's a Kansas City Chief, he gets the division that my theme team is in. All right. So he's going to get those teams. So everything that's going on in the AFC West, I'm going to get those divisions. I'm going to get those, theme team abilities, so I can throw him in, throw that chemistry on him. I know Trey Smith is a Kansas City Chief. Don't matter, because he's a team builder and he gets those 4 because of where he is right now. And you'll see that it shows team builders champion. Obviously, EA just does whatever they want, and it becomes very confusing because somebody that's writing on the graphic doesn't take the time out to make it specific. And it's very annoying, especially with the collectors, with the retro and the different ones. They don't really explain what it is. And it becomes very, very annoying and confusing, and people get frustrated. And I don't know if anybody is telling them that, because the feedback is there. Like, yo, guys, what are these cards? Because they all can't be champions. You know what I'm saying, bro? That guy can't be a champion, and this guy can't be a champion, and they're both drastically different in price. So just pay attention to the overalls, because now the other players are going to most likely be 90 because the champions are 92 in Christian McCaffrey and Christian Gonzalez. All right. So that's the way that the team builders work, and that's how you utilize the team chemistries. All right. Now, when you go over to the sets, okay, this is where it gets very interesting. You're going to have certain cards already available, because if you've been watching my videos, I know you guys like, yo, gee, you a hoarder, bro. You got mad cards. Yeah, because when things drop, I can finish these things way faster than a lot of other people, because I know that these programs are coming. Like Team Diamonds, wait until that drops and you see how I open up all my packs and how easy it is for me. Because I know, because of, I've been playing MUT for a very long time. I understand what goes on with it. So, I just told you, so it's going to be 92 and it's going to be 90s. Now, you're going to wait until they drop the new cards. You're going to already have certain cards that you can redeem based on whatever they drop, and the overalls are going to go up, so you'll be able to make some of the newer team builders that are going to go into the new 92 overall team builders champion set. Okay, your goal, I'm going to tell you what your goal is, because remember, the last time we did it, it was for Brock Bowers over here, because we did complete it, and you only can do it once. They don't allow you to do it more than once, because what was happening was people were going OD and making the cards. I was one of those people. And you would make it back in the older Maddens and just keep making millions and millions and millions. And EA got tired of it, because they're like, yo, these guys are making way too many coins. So they've stopped it. You only can do it once. So when you go through all the cards and you get them, they're going to be very pricey when the program drops later today. All right? Your job is to go ahead and try right now to estimate what you're going to need, because I'm going to put this video out prior to the drop. Maybe you'll have like an hour or two, but you'll probably watch it later. If you do it later, you probably will benefit a little bit more because everything will be balanced out depending on how the market goes. Because there's going to be another market crash simply because of the fact that these cards, the running back and the corner, is competing with a lot of expensive cards. And they also get all 32 team chems. So that's going to be also very difficult to know which way the market's going to go. But like I said, you only can do it once. And we did that one earlier because Brock Bowers, we made a set for like, I think we did it for like 2 million and we sold them for 3.1. So you're going to make a profit regardless. I don't know if I'm going to keep Christian or, either one of the Christians, McCaffrey or Gonzalez. If you're looking to just make coins, this is an easy coin making method if you do it early, because everybody's going to be spending a lot to get the card, and then you just sell it. If you're planning on keeping it, it also can work out in your favor. If you snipe the cards and you know how to work, these packs and do these things like that, that makes it a lot easier. So that's what's going to be happening as far as that goes. The prices are going to be pretty high, okay? It's going to be very, very, it depends on what you have in your binder, like I said, because some of this you'll be able to make, but don't think that these cards are going to have any relevance to what's coming out. They change it every time. So you can see like, this one had these cards. I just showed you the ones that was over there for the 90. They're going to change up, okay? So you just have to be patient and see the new set, and then, you'll be able to determine how you're going to go about it. If you're going to use some of the stuff in the store, you're going to use some training, which I'm going to show you guys in a second. There's different ways without spending money or coins, as long as you've been grinding the game and paying attention to some of the things that I've been showing you. So now, I just mentioned the store, right? Once they drop, it's going to most likely be something in the store that's going to correspond with it, all right? I'm going to urge you guys to be very, very careful. Be very, very careful. Also, how many of you guys got Aubrey? And how much coins did it take you? We did it live on stream. You'll probably be able to see it at GmiasWorld Gaming on YouTube tomorrow. So, go ahead and subscribe to that channel as well for the past broadcasts of my Twitch streams. But he's a really good kicker, bro. And he's making them from 70. But listen, you're going to get a program in here that's going to correspond to team builders. I'm going to give you a really, really nice tip that most people, they've used, right? This is what you're going to do. Anything that's coins, right? Anything that's coins, you're going to take advantage of that. Anything that EA is charging for with money, you're going to avoid. So you're going to look for the packs like this that say 53,000 or, you see what I'm saying? And if it corresponds to team builders, you're going to build up those sets based on the coinage. If you want to spend money, then it will all convert to coins afterwards because you're going to either sell the card or whatever. But I'm urging you guys to understand, EA is going to give you some options of being able to use coins. Use the coins that you have to possibly get the cards that you need to complete the set. That's the best way to do it. For my money spenders, we're going to look at it live. We'll be live probably on Twitch at GmiasWorld while the launch is there, so head over there if you're watching this video and just get the pointers that you're going to need. But that's the focus that you have to do with all these programs. Avoid spending the money unless the gameplay gets better and EA starts to do things that we really want or that you really want. Avoid spending actual money, grind the events, make coins, and be smart about completing the sets. And that way you won't spend as much as everyone else, so it won't be as annoying. That's the best way to attack Ultimate Team for what it's become. And if you go ahead and subscribe now, you'll learn more tips and tricks from Madden 26 Ultimate Team. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. You have a beautiful day. Until next time, one love, y'all.